And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look how big this is, of Klask 4, an epic magnetic battle. Double the players, double the fun. Klask is a game I've already reviewed before. It is a game in which players are using, it's kind of like air hockey, except there's magnets involved. It's a home style game, except this one is for 4 players. Let's take a look. So the way this is put together is you have the board here. We'll put it upside down. And then you're going to have these 2 pieces of wood. They fit together like this. And you're just going to place these so that they snap into the board. Just wooden pegs like that. And then we can flip the whole board. You're going to be putting these little white magnetic pieces here on these spots on the board. And then each player is going to have this placed here with a magnet. So you'll be able to move it underneath. So just sliding it around the board. Players are also going to have a point token put here to show how many points each of them has. Each player has 5 lives. I said 0, but it's actually 5 lives. And when you lose all those lives, then whoever has the most lives is the winner. There's an orange ball here, and what you're going to be doing is you're going to be moving around the board, trying to hit that into other people's goals. So you're just going to, move up. Each player is going to try to hit it. What? Now, as players are playing this, and this is a 4-player game, there's 2 of us here, so it's not quite as dynamic. Woo! You can lose a life by having the ball fall in your hole. You can also lose a life by doing this. And you can also lose a life if you get 2 of these white tokens attached to yourself. So, and if for some reason, another way you can lose your life is if you lose control of your thing for whatever reason. Whenever you lose a life, you move down and everything's reset and you start over again. That's it. The game comes with a bag here to put everything in. It actually has an extra ball, an extra 2 of these little white magnetic pieces, which is great. You also have these little stickers that you're going to be putting, that you put in between the pieces. This is, I think, it's just to protect the board from getting scratched up. They don't fit as well as I would have liked, but it's fine. The board itself here, a very solid board, and you can't move your hand past these 2 pieces, so you can't play this really with less than 2. You do need 4 players to play it, but it is good quality, and that's pretty much the components. These are the kind of games that, you're not putting on every game shelf. It's the kind of game you'll have home for your family. I slide it in here and I'm like, hey, you want to play Klask? So I have taken this to several events and tried it out at those events, and it went over like gangbusters. I got people who never play board games to try this out, and they had a lot of fun. Now here's the odd thing though. I think 2-player Klask is better. It's a better board. It's a better setup. It just seems to flow more smoothly with 4. There's a lot more chaos going on, and the ball can ricochet off of someone else's corner, or someone else can lose points, and you're like, well, I'm trying to win here. Stop losing points. And so there's a little bit of that going on. But it's still fun chaos. Klask is just, it's like a classic in a sense. I like air hockey a lot. The idea of the magnets attaching to your thing is a really fun one, and hitting the ball around is entertaining. And even though it is chaotic, and even though it's not as good as the 2-player one, this is still a lot of fun, and it allows me to play this game with 4 people. Now you'll need a table. A card table works really well, or if you play it on a long table, then I just turn it so that it's diagonal like this, so that 2 people sitting next to each other each have their own side. So you can work on a banquet-sized table too. And it's good quality. I like how the whole thing works together. The magnets are strong. There's the fun effort of hitting the ball and also trying to avoid the magnets, or maybe hitting the ball into a magnet to make that magnet land on someone else's piece. And it's really easy to teach. I can teach this game in like 20 seconds. Everyone has a lot of fun playing it. So, I could have just done this review and said, it's Klask, but for 2 people. If you've never played Klask before, this might be the one to get, because again, it works with 4 people. If you already have Klask, again, you want 4 people. I feel like I'm a broken record here. But if you're only playing 2, then this is not the one. The original Klask is better. But this is a nice thing and cool to have. I'm Tom Vasel. You've been watching the Dice Tower. All right, pack it up in the box. Dice Tower judgment approved.